Dallas, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 27.95.
Looks like a nice day for a barbecue.
UH-1, airborne. UH-1, passing waypoint 2 at 2,200. UH-1, on station at bullseye 232 for 18 at 2,200. UH-1, pushing from waypoint 2 at 2,300.
Those hinds. I always thought they looked like dragons. Scary bastards.
UH-1, passing waypoint 4 at 2,600.
Accidentally knocked the throw.
10 clicks to the Sacheti station IP. 5 clicks to the AP.
Passing waypoint 5 at 2,600.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to go in low because these guys can handle the SAMs better than I can. My aim is still pretty shit. So I'm gonna go in through the valley over here, even though they're gonna go up high. Basically, we're expecting one MANPAD, SAM, and a bunch of 23mm AA, and then to get to 47. I'm surprised that guy missed, but I don't know how to deal with SAMs yet. I'm still pretty new with the Huey, but I'm not complaining. Ah, fuck yeah, that always happens. I have no idea how to withstand just the first contact. No clue. Yeah, I don't know. This is my third time trying it. In first contact, I did get hit with like a 23 mil. And end the mission and see exactly what hit me. First, let's see how the B-24s are doing. Alright, they're doing this thing. This one, and this one, they're both doing fine. Alright, let's see what hit me. Alright, so we're looking for target Huey forward, alright. I don't know what that thing is. And AK-74, AK-74. Looks like that's the first thing we got hit with. 23, yep, 23 HE right there. An AP. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how to deal with those things. See, like, even if I'm dealing with the MANPAD, the SAM, like, I don't have time to deal with more than one other 23 or AK-47, AK-74. Yeah. Any one of you have tips? Yeah, alright. I'll try again a different time. But right now, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to practice my tactics, I guess. I mean, what could I possibly do in that situation? One way is, you know what I could do? I could hover behind that hill, because once I enter the valley, I'm kind of in trouble. I mean, once I'm entering like the clearing part, like the big part of the valley where there's the main base, you can see I was just surrounded from all directions by tracers. So if I stick in the outside area of that and take care of the guy on the left side that was shooting at me, and then go into the main part, that would be a good idea. So on one hand, I could use my Hydras, but I can't see that guy. The guy that was shooting me from the left, I wasn't really able to see. I guess it was probably just one soldier. So what I could do is turn on my autopilot gunner, the co-pilot gunner. I'll set him to return fire or even free fire, and hopefully he'll kill that guy before we enter the valley. And yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna try that. Let's do the hot start just to get it over with.
Looked like a nice day for a barbecue.
UH-1 airborne.
Alright, these guys are just gonna go east. So I'll glance at the briefing. They're gonna circle around first, so I'm not gonna circle around with them. I'll just save some time. Stay on the ground, maybe do a little hover, and then go straight east, and I'll follow them northeast. Compass is nice and calibrated.
UH-1 passing waypoint 2 at 2,200.
Let's see how I can hover. Still relatively new to this.
UH-1 on station at bullseye 232 for 18 at 2,200.
Yeah, I'm all over the place right now. but I'm also trying to follow these guys with my eyes, so I'll give myself a little leeway. Alright, and we're heading east, so we're just going to wait to see them start turning east. Or I know they kind of do it in a little bit, so I'll just start doing my takeoff run once, I don't know, maybe I'll wait like 20 seconds. Also, these guys are pretty fast by nature, and I'm pretty well loaded down, so I will have a hard time catching up if I'm behind, which I probably will be. But that's not so bad, because if I'm a little bit behind, I assume those guys will take care of some of those 23s for me. But one time what I did was, I tried doing it, and I let the hinds go ahead, and I kind of just waited around by the entrance of the valley, to the canyon or whatever. Valley, and what happened was the hinds basically went to shit right away, because I don't know, maybe there were just too few targets for the enemy to focus on, so they just killed them off really easily because they only had 2 guys to kill. But both hinds were just dead within a short time, and by the time I got to the scene, they were still all there to kill me. Let's try to get that speed up so we can do a decent takeoff, because this thing does not climb well when it's loaded down like this. Got the miniguns, the hydras, and the M60s on the door. I don't see them yet. Oh, they're there. Shit, okay. So they're going a little southeast, okay. Also, I haven't set up my stream system very well yet, so if I want to check the chat, I have to pause. So I might be pausing it every so often, or just kind of get myself in a nice cruise and take my hands off the control. Yeah, I'm gonna trim this out a little bit. I'm gonna have to speed up just a little, probably. I don't remember what speed they went on, but I think it was a little over 80. Yeah, resetting the train. And we're pretty good. It's pretty good speed. Alright, and we're due east.
UH-1, passing waypoint 3 at 2,300.
So the hinds are Uzi and we're forward. Where's the closest? I don't want to crash into him. There he is. Right, so a little background about me. I've never flown a helicopter solo, but I did take 2 lessons for whatever that's worth, and I've been getting used to the Huey as of about a month ago. But I have flown fixed wing aircraft solo. Don't have the license yet, but I have a bunch of hours already. Also, if any one of you want to input, if you know anything about the Huey, so I know there's an autopilot function that you can assign to a button, like a level flight, hold a level flight or hold attitude. So I've kind of been using that a little bit on long trips, but I do feel kind of guilty because, you know, it's not the Huey experience. You know, you kind of think all hands-on control, and, you know, no autopilot, no stability augmentation. Do you guys know where on the Huey you could engage the autopilot from? Because I don't seem to see a button in the cockpit. I assume maybe it's on the stick. But after looking at the stick, I didn't see anything that clearly said anything to that effect.
Check out those hinds. I always thought they looked like dragons. Scary bastards.
Right. I kind of wish times were a little faster though, just because I always hate the en route. It's always so long. This trip, luckily, it's not so long. It's not like a campaign. But I can eke out another, you know, 10 knots easy. Yeah, let's see how we do it. So I want to raise the collective a little bit. Try to maintain maximum EGT before we have do look at that gauge right next to the turn coordinator on the left. I could put it in the yellow, but it's hard to keep it right in the yellow because the yellow range is absolutely tiny. Alright, so let's see how fast we can get like this. Actually not too fast. I'm gonna raise the collective a little, see if we can still maintain a good EGT. Yeah. Pushing it. Yeah, we're redlining. So let's check it out like this and trim it out a little bit. Alright, let's see what we do. We're not really accelerating. Okay. So the low 90s with this loadout. So yeah, we're pretty slow. Pretty heavy. It does feel remarkably heavy. In the campaigns, a lot of times we're not loaded down with the rockets and miniguns for the pilots. So I'm a little bit not used to this.
10 clicks to this shitty station IP.
Alright, so the plan is I'm gonna approach at maybe 80 knots through that valley, in the beginning of the valley that we see straight ahead of us, just in order to have good aim with my rockets so that I can get that the AK-47 all the way at the end with the rocket and possibly anything else that's there that I can see, even though my magnification is not all that effective. and I don't know, I just have a hard time seeing those guys. Maybe it's my monitor. So once I get him with the rockets, I'm going to try to do a quick stop, because as I noticed last time, the AK-74 guy on the left side when I was coming in only started shooting when I was pretty close. So what I should do is I'm going to do a quick stop as well as I can. I'm not still so good at it, you know. Hopefully I won't go into VRS and crash.
5 clicks
And
to
I
the
will engage. I'll put my rules of engagement in the bottom right corner for the co-pilot to return fire, or maybe free fire. I'll try return fire, because hopefully the AK-74 will have shot at us just a little when we're out of range, so he'll kind of know to shoot at that guy. And I'll leave it to the miniguns. And once I see that that AK-74 guy was killed, then what? That's a big question, because one AK-74 is still nothing compared to a few 23mm AA batteries, or, you know, trucks, technicals, whatever they have there with 23s. Because once I enter the main valley area, those guys just, you know, they make very quick work of me with the 23s. So, shit, I don't know, I guess maybe we'll play it by ear. First I'll start with that, I'll kill those few guys. Maybe I'll wait longer for the Hinds, you know, maybe I'll try it again. Maybe they can take care of them for me, because, I mean, they've got some, let's see what they have on them. Alright, yeah, they got their Iglas, and they got their unguided rockets. Not Iglas, the first probably were guided anti-tank missiles, which are probably going to be meant to take out both the AA and, I assume, the 23s. Hopefully they won't leave that to us, but I don't know exactly what the AI is supposed to do in this particular mission. Alright, so they're going up. Ingress point is over to the right, so I'm going to sink down, get my flight nice and trimmed so that I can have good aim with my rockets. Alright, and I'll set my speed, I'll keep it right around 80. So I'll lower my collective just a little, just so I stay extra stable. I'm not going to go above 80 or so. Right, engaging armor. So what kind of armor? I don't think I saw on the list that there's anything besides 4. You know, let's check the list, check that briefing. Alright. APC, that's probably the armor. Okay, BTR 80, so that guy could shoot at us. There are still going to be 2 23s though. Those things are always the ones that get me. Insurgent, BRDM, I don't remember if that thing has a gun in it. I think it does, right? So let's assume that that's not armor. I don't know, that probably is kind of armor. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. I'm still kind of new to DCS. I don't know exactly what this vehicle is. Soldier AK times 12. Okay, so those guys aren't a massive threat, but they can definitely do us damage. So, okay, and there's one MANPAD over there. So, when they say engaging AA, I assume it means the MANPAD. But the MANPAD still shot at us last time. We were really lucky that it didn't hit us. I have no clue how it didn't. Maybe I don't know, maybe it's because we were close to the mountain or something, but Igla is, I'm pretty sure, heat-seeking, so, oh, maybe our heat source isn't particularly powerful from that angle. That would make sense. Alright, engaging AA, so that's what B-24s are doing. Yeah, okay, so we see one splash over there. Saw some AK-74 tracers, probably. I hope I don't see that. That smoke coming at me. That missile. I'll have to be lucky. Also, there were a few AAs right there that just got killed. I don't know how that works. So I'm gonna hug this mountainside to try to survive that missile that will probably come at us from straight up through that valley. Alright, and hopefully he can't see us from this angle. I don't think he can. So let's hug it like this, and you know what? I'm gonna set my co-pilot to free fire when I'm still out here. That's what I'm gonna do. So that he can kill hopefully that AK-74 or whatever. I don't care if he wastes ammo on those trucks, because ultimately we have a lot of ammo for the miniguns. And now, okay, so what is he shooting? Load? Oh no, I don't know what that is. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do my quick stop before I get in range of all those stuff. Oh, wow, look at that guy, yeah. That thing is scary as shit. And we're in range, so I'm gonna try to backtrack a little bit. That is not good. Damn, that thing is scary. The question is, what are we shooting at? It says road damage. I really hope it's not shooting at the road. God. Yeah, I'm gonna have to slow down a little. This is not so friendly. So, okay. So now I have to totally get out of here because I'm in a terrible attitude for any effective shooting. So I'm gonna do this, and now I'll do a quick UV. Haha, UV in here. And get the hell out of there until I get a better attitude and stable flight for my rockets to come into play. So I don't know what that guy was shooting at, I don't know, but the MiG-24 seemed to be doing just fine. So that's nice to know. Now I have to set my co-pilot rules of engagement to hold so that I can actually control the offensive armament, including the rockets, which is kind of confusing because you would think that the rockets would always be controllable by the pilot and never by the co-pilot. But if you engage, well, if you set the co-pilot's engagements to firing, you're not going to have access to your own rockets. Or the miniguns, of course. Alright, so we're not in the best flight stability thing, but I'm going to try to do this and make a very quick U-turn. Oh, you know what I should do? I should start shooting already. Ow. Okay, I'm going to turn the fuck around now because I'm too close. Like, based on my memory, once we get into this point, we're already dead. I'm really happy I survived this far, as crazy as that is. And let's get the hell out of there and come back in another stable attack run. Alright, so our speed is a little higher than perfectly stable, but we're obviously getting out of there, so that's fine. But I'm going to try to get it to 80 knots again before I'm on the attack run. Well, before I'm on like the close run. And I'm going to try to get just a little bit of altitude so that I can aim a little more easily for a longer period of time. Alright, so we're not getting killed yet. That's actually amazing. I don't know. Okay, and things are shooting things, so that's a good sign. It means that we're not the main target as of yet. I have a pretty good speed achieved, and let me try a long-range rocket. Nope. Oh, there we are. That looks decent. Also look decent. I don't know. Why is this not killing things? I don't know. Oh, okay. It looks like they're like armored vehicles or some shit.
Get some.
I don't know what I'm shooting at anymore. Gosh, this is not fun. Oh, there. Oh, there we are. Okay, so that was the BRD-2M, and I'm really glad that I did not freaking die right there, because I have no idea. Okay, and congratulations to me, this is the furthest I've made it in this mission yet. And we just saw our right gunner is shooting some things, which is definitely what we want to be seeing. It also means he's not dead, which is wonderful news. And I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully this is a good line of egress for the for this stage of the run. And I don't know if you really call that egress if it's not really a true egress, but whatever. I don't know my military terms that well, but I love them because they're cool, obviously. Let's see. Try to do a tight little UE. UE, damn. Accident. Okay. And let's try to stabilize the approach. And see what we have in front of us. Okay, we probably don't have so many rockets left, unfortunately, but hopefully the big players are out of the picture. And those Mi-24s are killing things. I mean, look at that. They're still alive, so I'm very happy to see that one. Let's try to go for... I don't know. Let's see, what's this? My control is a little bit compromised. It's like I'm listing a little bit to the left. I'm not entirely sure why. Apparently something must have been damaged. I mean, that's my best guess right now. Ooh, okay. And luckily we're not even getting shot at, which is amazing. Damn, I think I might survive this thing. I'm gonna try to save my rockets a little bit. What are these things? Can we shoot these? Are we supposed to shoot these? The mission is to destroy the base. But I don't think I don't think some hydras are gonna destroy that too easily. No. And that's just an entry point, so I don't know, let's just say like a checkpoint, so I don't know, let's say we don't have to destroy that out of I don't know, out of kindness to myself. Alright, let's see how we're doing. Yeah, we don't look bad. We really don't look bad. Oh, the co-pilot is dead. Shit, I just noticed on my rules of engagement. Let's double check that. Yeah, it does not allow me to switch to the co-pilot seat. So that sucks. But at least we have access to our offensive weapons. So that's cool. And you know what, I'm gonna set my door gunners to free fire, because we don't need to be in super defensive mode anymore. As I understand it, if you put it in free fire, they'll shoot anything, whereas in return fire, they hopefully, I think, right, will only shoot at the things that actually shoot at you, and not like, yeah, I think that makes sense. The question is, oh, outpost road damage, so it's the outpost. He's not shooting at the road, he's shooting at that outpost right there that we saw. Alright, I'm gonna try to rocket. Oh shit, that was a totally, I don't know why I shot then, that was horrible timing. What are we shooting at here? What is this thing? Little car, little truck. Alright. Okay. EGT's looking fine. Instruments in general are looking fine to the best of my knowledge. I never usually look at many more instruments than EGT attack. You know, and then the basic flight things like airspeed and whatnot. Kill artillery. Okay, so we're focusing on artillery now. That's a good sign. Are we losing our PM? No, it's because we're climbing. That's fine. So yeah, I mean, it looks like we're dealing pretty well with the damage. Damn. I don't know. I don't know why this time around was so much easier than the previous times. I mean, I know we had a different approach, and you know, we also waited longer, but the first time we waited longer did not bode well at all. Did not end well at all. Alright, we're in this over here, gonna shoot. We're going to waste the rocket. I'm not gonna waste the rocket on these guys. Oh, no, miss, okay. Yeah, close enough. I'll take that, honestly. I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna shoot at that thing because, yeah, I don't want to waste the rocket. I probably only have like 4 left. I wasn't counting, but that's how it feels. And let's see, stable, you know what, it looks like we are a little bit lighter. Maybe that's part of why we're a little faster without trying. Oh, we destroyed something. Our M60's destroyed an outpost. I don't know, I'm not complaining, but it doesn't make so much sense. I don't know, I didn't catch exactly what we destroyed though. Alright. So what I'm going to do is, instead of flying around aimlessly, I'm going to use my rockets first. I'm going to look for things that are rocket worthy, like APCs, which I saw. Oh, BTR-80, that's one. Okay, so that hit that we did last time did a good job. I'm happy with that. Let's see, what do we have here? It looks like the thing on the left is kind of armored to me. I'm going to try to get my left rocket there, or actually whichever one is on that side when I get a good aiming solution. Fuck. And we're out of rockets. Okay, well, I think that my M60s can actually, I mean, my miniguns can do damage to that. Alright, something destroyed. Truck, I believe, right? We're also doing trucks. So I don't know which one that was, but I think that pretty much whatever's left can probably be handled by miniguns at this point. It's interesting, I would think APCs would not do, you know, would be just fine if we shoot miniguns at them, because I mean, they're armored for, I would think, you know, things that are, let's say, just less than 50 cal. But if I remember, I do think that they work. I'm actually going to pause for a second.
Doesn't look like there's much left down there.
Quick pause in a moment. Alright. let's see where these guys are aimed. The rockets always shoot way off from where I'm aiming. But these guys, okay, yeah, I'm lucky, yeah, because these guys tend to be accurate. Yeah, I don't know if my... Oh yeah, I mean they can. It says it's damaged, so apparently miniguns can do sufficient damage to those tents, so that's cool. And you know what I'm gonna do? Thinking I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna go out here and come back again, having enough time to really set up a stable flight path, so that I'm able to actually do more damage on one run. And I'm gonna slow down just a little, see how that serves me, so I have more time on target. So let's say something like 70. Let's go with 70 knots. Let's see how that does. Oh, you know, and high altitude, because coming in from high altitude means you get to achieve the same firing solution on the target for longer, because you're kind of going down. So you can have the same angle of attack. I guess you'd call it angle of attack. Yeah, for a longer period of time, with more of that angle of attack time on target. Alright, so this is not enough to really set up a stable approach, unfortunately. I should have set it up a little longer, but let's try lowering our collective a little bit, trimming it out just a little. This is actually pretty good speed, so let's just trim it a tiny bit. Zoom in, see what we're going to shoot next. Let's go for that truck right there. Actually, these trucks, because if I miss, I'll have more to shoot at. Go for the middle. Boom. See, that was worth it, because we have some decent aim right now. Wow. If I may say so myself. Okay, it said it did pick up some damage there. MTLB. Cool. And I'm really happy they're not shooting at us, because it means I don't even have to hug the hills now. Even though that's fun as shit, like going into that little thing down to the right. I love ground hugging. You know, what do they call it? Nap of the Earth. NOE navigation or whatever. I like it. That's what helicopters are best at, in my opinion. Well, that and like landing anywhere and hovering and all the awesome things. So I'm going to slow down just a tad and reduce collective and see what we can do here. I'm going to go for those. Oh yeah, you know, I'll go for those trucks that we were just doing, so we can actually kill something instead of just taking shots and waiting for them to eventually die. Is that guy on fire? Looks like he's on fire. Perfect. Yeah, but I really love the Nap of the Earth stuff, man. I mean, I assume that's how all helicopter pilots are, or is it just me? I don't know. It's probably everyone, because, I mean, doing this kind of stuff right here is just what makes a helicopter worthwhile. That's one of the biggest things. And then you can just freaking land, and it's amazing. You can take your time, you can go fast. It's up to you. You will do it all. Alright, let's get a little bit of altitude before we start our attack run, so that we also can achieve a better, lower airspeed. Perfect, alright, there's a gas 66, good to know. So gas 66 is apparently just like a truck, and now let's go for that BRDM over there. Ooh, a little high. I thought that distance I would have to aim a little high, but nope. Alright, good hits on target, from how I see it for sure. And it's still being damaged, right? Or no, this is just registering late, those damage tallies. And let's go back for some more. We still have 77% of our ammo. That's very, very good news. Very, very good news. Okay, our right-hand gunner is totally out of ammo. Left-hand gunner has still got a fair amount, so let's try to keep that in mind. You know what we're gonna do? Let's have some fun. I love doing this. So I'm gonna put it into a hover since no one's shooting at us. Once I get in there and I, do just a little minigun run because we're in a good position for it, I'm going to do a little hover and enter my left gunner's seat because he still has plenty of ammo. So why not just have some easy shooting at things while we still have the ammo for it? Yeah. What is this guy? BRDM. Okay, it's another one of those things. Nope. Alright. That was a little close. I almost a little too much rotor flap over there. And alright, so let's do that. Actually, yeah, I still have some momentum, so I'm going to use that up on one more run. And then do my hover and use the left gunner to do some precision shooting. Or you know what, maybe I'll just leave him to do it, because he's a better shot than I am. My mouse is, I'm not very good at mouse aim. With, you know, if I would manually enter the gunner seat, it wouldn't be as good. It wouldn't be as ammo efficient. What is this thing? MTOP. Okay, he's on fire. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. I'll take that because that means he'll explode eventually. And one more run. Dude, I always have so much momentum. I can't bring myself to lose it and hover. Especially now that we're heavy. I mean, you know, this guy, we're going 40 right now. I mean, that's slow. And it's hard to accelerate in this setting. I mean, I am kind of low on the collective though, honestly. I just realized. Huh. Okay, MTOP destroyed. And let's see, where was that other little truck-like thingy? Oh, let's go for the far protect. Because why not? Opportunist. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Did that register? Why is it saying BRD M2? I'm confused. Oh, and our left-hand gunner has been firing, judging by the ammo count he has left. So you know what, I'm gonna do that now. I'm just gonna turn around and do that little left gunner shit because it's fun. Try to enter a hover if I can, or as close to it as I can, which I can probably get decently close. Let's do a nice little slow. And before we do that VRS, let's raise that collective. Keep it at a maximum of around 1,000 feet per minute descent rate. Alright, he's shooting. I like it. I like it a lot. He's dead, poor guy. And this is where it's at. I mean, this is the fun flying, and it's like, you have gunners, may as well use them, right? So this is the fun shit. Like, this is why helicopters are fucking amazing, because they can do this. I mean, I know he's out of ammo, okay. But that's where helicopters are at, in my opinion. I fucking love it. Door gunners. Amazing. What are these things? Didn't register damage. Okay, good. So I'm not going to waste my time. That looks like some kind of BTR or something. Oh no, it's just a truck, and then that BRD2 thingy. And let's not crash. And let's enter in one more regular attack run and see how well we do. I'll go for the truck first because I know I can destroy that. But with 65% ammo, I honestly don't have to worry. We'll have plenty of runs on those guys. How are my B-24s doing? I haven't seen them in a minute. I don't know. Alright, you gain some altitude. And lower the airspeed. No, we're actually lowering it too much. Now we're going to be pretty unstable on our approach, but... Oh, we have a lot of altitude, so you know what? Let's just make it a steeper angle attack. Or a steeper angle of... I don't know what you call that. Angle of approach? I don't know. Make things up. And let's go for that guy right there, because he looks tasty. No! Okay, no crash. Yeah, judgment calls as a pilot are never the fun ones. I mean, it's rewarding if you do a good judgment call and you survive. It's like, okay, you know what, I did a good job there. But it's still annoying to have to make a judgment call. Alright, and let's do our little turning climb. Give it a little more collective because we can, as long as it's not for too long, we can kind of raise our VGTs to the red line, as long as it's just for a very short time, based on a Grim Reaper video that I saw about engine fires. Grim Reapers are great. They're great. They're they're like really fun to watch and still relatively educational. So, can that guy take damage from miniguns? Nah, let's hit him. Fuck. I don't know if that was me or it. I think it was me. Okay. Let's see what we got left. You know, we're doing pretty well. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for that armored vehicle right there. So let's set up a nice attack run, get some nice time on target, give ourselves a nice chance to do our damage to that damn thing. 60% ammo, mighty fine. I mean, we've already killed a number of stuff and let our co-pilot have some free fire time. So I like it. We just have to make sure. So our task here, our mission is to destroy the base, right? So, since I've never gone this far in it, I don't know exactly how much they want us to do before they say we can go back to base or something like that. But I assume it means destroy all the vehicles, soldiers, and tents. And yeah, you know, if I have extra ammo, then I'll spend it on the outpost thing, I guess. All right, so there's that BRD2. I don't like the stability here, but let's work with what we have. Ooh, this is not stable at all. Oh no, let's not die. Okay, phew, that was. You know, I'm not gonna do that again. Yeah, I'm gonna, because I just started getting on target in the end over there. So that was a hard one to pull away from, but damn, it's just not worth dying for. Alright, I'm gonna do a very quick chat check just because. Cool. Alright, so that BRD2, let's see. Make it just a slow turn so we have a chance to stabilize while we do it. That's a nice little side of the valley that I haven't been yet. It's pretty nice looking. Alright, and we're climbing like a beast, so let's lower that collective a little and start our little turn. Yeah, I actually don't think we have enough distance to really stabilize this as much as I wanted to, but let's see what we can do with it. No hits. And I'm gonna have to pull away. Okay, well, that's the only way we can kill it though. So let's see. After one more run, like a regular run, I'm gonna try. You know, I'm gonna trim it out for this speed right here, because that feels kind of stable. I like it. And we'll do one more run, and then I'm gonna try it from like just a slow run. I mean, I guess I could try like from a hover, but that never works out well. It's just so hard to control these things in a hover and shoot the miniguns at the same time. It's just crazy. So I want to just do a regular attack run from not too high so that I have more time without worrying about pulling up. And I'm going to keep it at a lower speed and let's just see how we do. Hopefully we'll be okay. And lower the collective just a little. And get armed. Nah. Why are we so off, y'all? I don't know. It's weird. That only started happening once I got hit the first time. Our yaw is way off from where I want it to be. That guy's taking damage, so that's fine. I mean, he's getting damaged. He's also taking damage more than I want, but he's getting damaged. 60%, yeah. I still don't know how the percentages work, but I think with our ammo count and how we've been going, we should get it killed in another couple of runs. Probably more than a couple, but damn. Let's do a quick one just like that, what we just did, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Easy does it. Easy does it. Ooh, is it an armor thing? Like an angle? Or was I just missing? Yeah, it's probably the fact that the miniguns are kind of missing it when its profile is so small from that that approaching. So let's do side shots from now on, just because we have more hits that way. Bigger target. Genius. Yeah, we are way yawing. And unfortunately, trim does not seem to work for yaw. It only works for the stick. So I gotta work on that yaw a little bit. Which is, okay, I'll do that. Oh, that creaking you hear is my joystick, I assume you hear it. I have a T-Flight HOTAS X, and it's already like going on 3 years old, I'm sure. And they start creaking after just not too long, actually. Oh, there we are! He's on fire! I love it! I love it! I'm like relieved, because I thought I would have to go there all day, just back and forth doing the same damn thing. Okay. Let's wait for him to get destroyed and see if they say anything. You know, let's slow down and check out what we see over here. We can even land here just for fun. You know what?
The entire camp is
Oh,
wasted.
yay! I'm gonna land here for fun. Because we can. And let's just see the sights, you know? It's an enemy outpost. Cool little setup they have going on. Let's see how we do. And let's not die. And let's also not overshoot it. Alright. Decent. Decent. Let's arrest that descent. And let's not put her down, actually. I have a nice hover going on. I'm happy with that. Alright, cool little bunker. I like it. And our shadow is massive on that thing. Alright, so did he say we can go back to base? I assume he did. Shit. They said that the camp is wasted. I don't remember what else he said. But that should be good. I mean, that's all I need, really. So the return path is southwest. So once we get out of here, let's just turn a little west. And until we see that town. Once we see that town, Seishir or something, we follow the train tracks back to base area, which is just southwest. So even if I don't see the train tracks, I'm not very good at all actually at visual navigation in DCS with my monitor size, or I don't know, but sometimes I just mix up railroads for roads, and it's kind of hard to find them a lot of the time. So let's see how we do. Honestly, I think I'm selling myself short on that. We should be just fine. Alright, I like it. They should also I wish they had music on the return. Like there was, I don't know, there was one of those missions, one of the DCS default missions is Elbrus Rescue, where you go up that mountain and rescue some people, do a couple of trips. So on the second trip back to base, where there's no rush, the co-pilot puts on some music, and I fucking loved that. It was just so nice. Really nice. Alright, so once we land, I'm going to check out the damage. I really am curious. I do feel like we're yawing differently now, and I'm kind of attributing it to the damage, but I wonder if that's accurate or if I'm just trying to make excuses for my own new pilot skills. I'm not quite sure. Alright, so the town is this the town already? Is that a railroad? Oh, that is a railroad. And there's the station. There's a little fork in the railroad that I saw on the map in the briefing. There's the station. That is a station. I love it. Okay, so let's just follow that. Perfect. And we can do some fun flying. So let's trim it out for maximum smoothness, given the circumstances and given my own skill. And let's follow this damn thing back in the funnest way possible. More or less. Oh, and let's close our doors so we get a little more quiet and aerodynamic form. Perfect. Yeah, it's interesting. We have to use a lot of rudder when we're going high speed in this. Which makes, I mean, it does make sense. I actually don't think this is abnormal. I think this is how it normally is. Yeah. I love this, man. This is so nice. Okay, I'm not gonna try to get that too aggressively, because dying is not worth it, even though you might think it is. And some might argue that it is. Let's not die. And let's also follow the railroad and not the road. Yeah, this yaw is actually pretty aggressive. I think it is more than normal. I don't know, it just feels a little bit like it. It doesn't feel like a normal yaw. The yawing tendency. Or whatever. Damn, this is nice. I really love how this stuff looks. Let's not die, so I'm going to go up there before I hit something that I don't see. I also do not have track IR, so I can't just glance up so easily. I have to use the hat switch on my joystick. And we're going southwest, so it was good to check that, just to make sure we're, you know, on the right track and not following a totally different railroad, as unlikely as it is given the mission description. Alright. Should I shoot it? Oh, so tempted. I don't know, I might call it like friendly fire or something, and that will... Yeah, why not? I won't. And are we slowing down? No, we're not. We're doing fine. Alright, the trim is interesting. Right now I'm actually pulling back on the stick quite a bit, even though we're basically at the speed that we were trimming it to before. I think that's just, you know, my imperfection with the trims. I think we were trimming it at a time that we were diving. So, I probably just lost a little bit of track. Alright, and then, I think that this route, I'm going to double check my briefing. I'm pretty sure the route is just southwest, with maybe a tiny bit of a more west towards the very end, but that's once we already see the... Alright, it's just southwest. Oh wait, that's not the railroad. So technically... Okay, wait, 116 megahertz. No, that's your comm. No, that's not your comms. 116 megahertz is not a comm frequency, because comm frequencies, I'm pretty sure, from 118 to 128 or so. So 116 megahertz, I could probably just put into my FM navigation. That's what they want, I'm sure. So let's try. I'm going to land and put that in 116 megahertz with the FM. All right. Let's get this on track, and I'll reset trim so that I don't hit the ground by the nose. And let's land before the tracks, because that's the track that we're set up on. And not the RSA either. Yeah, look at that yaw. I mean, that's aggressive. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's not yaw, it's like, I don't know what it is. We have a tendency to travel to the right. Maybe it's the aileron. Maybe the swash plate got damaged somehow. All right, let's set up our what was it? 116 megahertz. All right, so which guy is that again? 116. Navigation. Let's see. Shit, how do we do this again? I haven't done this in a while. The FM navigation. Oh, it's just this. No, it's not this. Wait, FM navigation is different? Shit, am I confusing myself right here? Are we able to even home to 116 megahertz? Yeah, I mean, it has that as the comm. Navcom. It's not a VOR though. Is it? Fuck. Oh, let's. You know what? Let's see. Maybe it's a VOR. Let's see. I've actually never used this one before. Let me see my words right. Okay, cool. Let's cycle power. change frequency, right, same as everyone, 116. Okay. And how do I switch it from comm to nav? I don't know. Damn. I'm assuming this is the VOR, but I really don't know. Volume, I mean, no, wrong thing. I don't know. Okay, and let's check our localizer thingy. OBS. Sensing. No, yeah, shit. It doesn't. Okay, let's set the frequency to. I mean, not frequency. Let's set the heading. I don't think this is gonna work. I really don't. But let's set it southwest generally. So let's give it 230 or so. Something like that. It's not doing jack shit. I don't know. So 116. Oh, god damn it! I should have seen this. 116 megahertz. It is apparently that is comm. I was under the impression that comms are above 116. Like, you know, let's say when I was flying fixed wing, like let's say an ATIS was the ATIS in my place was 119.15, and that was probably the lowest frequency that I ever tuned into. 119. But who knows? All right, so let's just continue on southwest bearing. Let's try to give it a nice takeoff. We're definitely tending to the right a little more than I expected, but I don't know if that's E or damage. All right, that was a shitty takeoff, but for an obstacle, I'll take it. And I have to retrim it. It should be just fine. And we're following the railroad, so at least I know that at some point I'll be in the right area. I'll just have to look to my west, so that is kind of a problem actually. What I should have done was gotten a better heading from the start and just headed straight on that heading down back to the base. So what I'm gonna have to do now is estimate the time I had en route, or I could look at the distance on the briefing, but that's a little too complicated. And unfortunately, I don't have a protractor. You know, I mean, this DCS doesn't seem to have a feature where you can get the exact headings from your briefing charts. So I can't exactly perfect the heading I need, even with the wind. Right, I don't think I can do that on DCS, which is weird, and I'm sure there are people that know how to do that, so I don't know. I mean, I'm going to check my kneeboard, but it's always showing me the same thing, which is nothing useful. The airport, some basic chart things, and I don't know what that is, just basic airport, you know, pattern stuff, I guess. And nothing related to the actual mission, even though a lot of times on these missions, it tells you look at the kneeboard for like mission details or something. So I don't know, I haven't looked into that, and I don't know if that's an issue with how I don't know, with my system or DCS in general or something that I'm doing. So I'm gonna climb a little more so that I have a better view of things, and hopefully I'll be able to see the base, but that's unlikely with my skill at seeing things far away. Because I don't want to cheat and use F10. So you know what I can do? I'm gonna look at the briefing again, and I'm sure we can find, because this is basically the equivalent of my actual map that I would have on my lap. So we can find waypoints, you know. So let's see. There's no clear indication of where I would have to turn west if I were to follow back on this way. And this has no good visible waypoints along most of it. I mean, there's this, there's that, but I don't know where I am, so intercepting that accurately will be a little bit difficult. I'm assuming that's a road, not a river, because it's brown, this brown thing, because I mean, that's a little bit of a visual guide, that intersect, that fork over there. But I'm not going to rely on that. Let's see, so if I take the railroad, I don't know where on the railroad I am, because I haven't been following it closely enough to really get the waypoints, I mean, to really get the visual cues. Shit, this is going to be a difficult one. I think we're just going to have to climb, travel a little bit to the east of it. So I'll try to go on this side, so I'll have a better chance of seeing the heliport over there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fly over here and keep looking to my right from a somewhat high altitude, because that's distant enough to kind of have to be high to make sure you see it. Alright, so let's kind of keep the railroad in sight, but just kind of go as far high and right as possible. And slow is fine. Slow is just fine. Okay. Nothing yet, nothing yet. I don't think we overshot it because we were not en route for enough time. And I really don't want to lose my railroad though. So you know, let's stay close to that railroad because that would really suck if I lost it. So there's a river that crosses the railroad. Let's see, maybe is that the orange thing on the map? I'm gonna take a look at my briefing map again. Because there's a river that's clearly crossing it and zigzagging. So let's look for that. Yeah, these maps are really not very good. Like, because you can't zoom in, and I really have no way of accessing it other than this basic thing. So, like in real life, I would have a an e-board map where I would chart the whole thing first, and have a much better chart. Obviously, like maybe a sectional of some sort. I don't know what they do in this kind of region. And see landmarks much more visibly marked. Let's see, something crossing this. Oh, is this it? Is this that area? Because it definitely doesn't cross. Assuming this orange thing is a river, it crosses at a 90. But doesn't it kind of, I think we saw it kind of go like that, like a nice zigzag. Shit, I don't know. I mean, being over here would make sense based on how long we were en route. So let's see. So if we're going down here, we'll have it cross from the left. Well, I mean from left to right, but yeah, from our direction, it's coming on from the left, and there will be something branching off to the right. So let's see what we have. Let's put this thing up. I'm gonna pause it so that I can actually do it without covering too much ground in the meantime. Boom. All right. And yeah, let's pause it because in real life, I don't think that's so bad. All right, it's not crossing it how we wanted it to because it's actually crossing from the right side, essentially. Damn. Curving off to the left with the river traveling on the left side of the railroad now. Let's see if we see that anywhere. River on the left side coming from the other side. Because this is going to be the train line, the dark one. Yeah, I think I'm going to cheat if this doesn't work after a few more minutes. Because I don't know where that is. So I'm just going to follow the railroad and keep it at that. If I don't see anything in a few minutes, then I'll just use F10. Because in real life, this would not be the way I would be navigating in the first place. I would have a much better system set up to begin with. Presumably. But definitely. Alright, so we got that train. That's a nice looking train. And I don't know what happens to the track over there, so we'll find out. Alright. Don't see the base from that look, from that view. Alright, well at least we're on the right heading, generally. Yeah, the other problem with not having a good chart is I don't know exactly how long to expect to be en route for. Oh wait, did it have a scale actually for distance? I'm not gonna waste time on that. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste time on that. Alright, let's check F10 already. Let's pause it also so we don't like crash. Alright. Okay. So we were doing alright, I would guess. we drifted a little to that side, but all right. So let's turn west already. Perfect. Yeah, just maintain a westerly heading. Or westward heading? I don't know. Westerly. Like if I say westerly, when it means coming from the west, but it's a heading that I can hear that being the right word. Alright, do we see it? Do we see it? Do we see it? We don't see it. That sucks. Alright, we'll just check F10 again in a little while. Well, more like in probably in a minute. And let's keep this altitude so that we have great visibility of where we're going and what's around it. Now let's nail that heading just because. Ooh, is that the base? No, that is not the base, is it? Nope. Nope, nope. Okay then. We will keep looking. Yeah, it can't be that close. This is interesting. So I'll check F10 in another minute or so just to make sure we're on the right track. And you know what I'll do? I have it trimmed down pretty well, so I'm just going to start scanning more. Ooh, there it is. I'm glad I did that. Okay. Phew. And it's right there. So let's just speed up in the beginning just because we have to lose some altitude, so we may as well have some fun with it. And let's get to maybe 500 AGL or so and start our approach. We were not assigned a specific pad, so cool. No pressure there, that's good. I'll just see whatever's open. Yeah, so this is a good heading to approach from because, yeah, we can see it all. Alright, chilling. And I'm going to start slowing down in just a little bit. Just for the sake of a smooth approach, because who doesn't like that? And reset that trim, it'll pop up. Alright. 60, good. Get that BSI at 500. Or something like that. And slow deceleration, which is what we're looking for. And that's a Black Hawk. And what else is there? Oh no, is that a Huey? That's a Huey on the right. Alright, it's a Huey. Let's go for it. And we're slowing down at a pretty decent rate, and we're descending at an okay rate, but we could be a little more stable with it. And we're decelerating a little fast for my taste. Let's give it just a little. We're doing a little, dropping everything a little too fast. So a little more collected in there, a little too much collected. A little more, a little more. Alright, looking pretty decent. I like it. Same for that. Actually, same for the one right next to the other one. So let's aim for the one on the left. And pick up the nose, pick up the throttle, collect I should say, just a little bit. And it's looking like a pretty nice approach for now. I like it a lot. But this is kind of the easy part. Once you have it steady. And just for fun, let's get it headed in the same kind of heading as our friend over there. Ooh. Alright, let's set her down. Oh shit, we were not down yet. Alright, now we're down. Cool.